Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real life problems in general mathematics, and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. This is about cellular energy, how plants and animals convert nutrients into life-sustaining energy. This is quarter 3 biology about for grade 11 general science. Again, this is quarter 3 biology lesson 3 about cellular energy, how plants and animals convert nutrients into life-sustaining energy. Intended learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, the learners should be able to A. Explain how plant and animal cells obtain nutrients from food sources. B. Describe the key cellular processes. For example, photosynthesis, cellular respiration, fermentation, that convert nutrients into usable energy. Letter C. Differentiate between energy production in plant cells and animal cells. Letter D. Illustrate the flow of energy from food to ATP, the energy currency of the cell, adenosine triphosphate. Letter E. Evaluate the importance of these cellular processes in sustaining life. Nutrient acquisition in cells for plant cells. Obtain raw materials from their environment. Carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, and light energy from the sun. Through photosynthesis, they convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, C6H12O6, which serves as their main source of stored chemical energy. In animal cells, cannot make their own food, so they depend on plants or other organisms for nutrients. The digestive systems break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into simple molecules, glucose, amino acids, fatty acids. These molecules are absorbed into cells as energy sources. Conversion of nutrients into energy. Cellular respiration for common to plants and animals occur mainly in the mitochondria. Glucose and oxygen undergo biochemical reactions to produce ATP, carbon dioxide, and water. The equation 1 mole of glucose C6H12O6 reacted with 6 moles of oxygen gas produce 6 moles of carbon dioxide, 6 moles of water, and ATP. ATP powers all cellular activities, including growth, repair, and transport. Photosynthesis in plant cells only takes place in the chloroplast. Light energy is captured by chlorophyll and used to produce glucose and oxygen. The equation 6 moles of carbon dioxide reacted with 6 moles of water, and then the reaction with light, it produces 1 mole of glucose and 6 moles of oxygen. Provides the glucose that fuels both plants and animals. Fermentation, alternative pathway when oxygen is absent. Used by both plants under stress and animals. For example, animal cells during intense exercise. Produces ATP less efficiently than cellular respiration. Byproducts, lactic acid in animals or alcohol, and carbon dioxide in some plants, fungi, and bacteria. Role of cellular energy in sustaining life. In plants, use ATP from respiration for growth, nutrient transport, reproduction, and repair. Animals use ATP for muscle contraction, nerve impulse transmission, digestion, and maintaining homeostasis. Interdependence. Plants produce oxygen and glucose that animals use, while animals produce carbon dioxide that plants need for photosynthesis. Key takeaways. Plants and animals both rely on cellular processes to convert nutrients into ATP. Plants first create glucose through photosynthesis, while animals directly consume food. In both, glucose undergoes cellular respiration to generate ATP, which is essential for sustaining life. This is our second intended learning outcomes. By the end of this discussion, the learner should be able to A. Explain the role of nutrients and energy in sustaining life in both plants and animals. Describe the processes of photosynthesis and cellular respiration, including their reactants, products, and location within the cell. Letter C. Compare and contrast how plants and animals obtain and convert nutrients into energy at the cellular level. Letter D. Analyze the interdependence of plants and animals in the context of nutrient and energy flow within an ecosystem. How cells obtain and convert nutrients into energy. All living organisms, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whales, need a constant supply of energy to grow, reproduce, and maintain their internal balance. The energy is derived from the chemical bonds of food molecules through processes that occur at the cellular level. Plants and animals achieve this in fundamentally different but interconnected ways. Plants, from sunlight to sugar. Plants are autotrophs, meaning they produce their own food. Their cells contain specialized organelles called chloroplasts, where a process called photosynthesis takes place. Photosynthesis is the ultimate source of energy for nearly all life on Earth. Nutrient acquisition. Plants obtain inorganic nutrients from their environment. They absorb water and minerals from the soil through their roots and carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere through tiny pores on their leaves and stomata. Energy conversion. Inside the chloroplast, the plant uses energy from sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into a simple sugar, glucose C6H12O6, and oxygen. This process can be summarized by the following chemical equation. 6 moles of carbon dioxide reacted with 6 moles of water, reacted with sunlight energy to produce 1 mole of glucose and 6 moles of oxygen. The plant then uses this glucose as its primary energy source or stores it as starches for later use. Energy respiration in plants. Even though they produce their own food, plant cells still need to convert the stored energy from glucose into a usable form called adenosine triphosphate. This is done through a process called cellular respiration, which occurs in the mitochondria of their cells. Cellular respiration is essentially the reverse of photosynthesis. We will have the next part of our quarter 3 biology lesson 3.